Another year, another podcast.
Feels like a while since we've done one of these. You know what? Let's give the people what they want to hear.
Hello, everyone, and this is
Mixed Bag Podcast.
The topic for this episode will be... Wait a second. What is this? A fancy-looking paper? Oh, the topic of today will be preparing to compete in a TSA event and preparing for your first TSA conference.
What a topic. Well, how did you guys even choose an event? How did you even mock up a project in your first year? To be honest, I kind of just freeballed it.
Well, let's just make the goal of this episode to give the audience the ultimate guide
The
on
ultimate
TSA.
guide to TSA. I think when picking an event, you should just go with something you can enjoy.
I completely agree, as I think people nowadays are just doing TSA events just as a filler for a resume. Even if that's the goal, doing an event that you don't even have investment can ruin any attempt to even stand out in said event. I've seen how genuine passion can make a difference. When you truly care about something, you naturally put in the effort, gain valuable experience, and make meaningful connections with your group members.
Bruh, that's so cheesy. But you're kind of real. Just doing an event for the sake can just stress you out and lead to burnout, which no one really wants. The reason I even thought about doing podcasts in the first place is that I had a slight interest in making a podcast of my own. And when I heard you two wanted to do one, it just kind of gave me more of a reason to compete. In the end, if you really want to see yourself thrive in TSA, do what you love. It makes the experience worthwhile, and success often follows when you're genuinely invested in something.
And who knows, maybe that effort can even get you a free trip with the whole crew. I'm just saying.
Okay. Before we even think about that, let's get back on the topic here. Would any one of you guys would like to share your experience creating a project for a specific event?
Oh, I got one. This isn't really relevant to creating a project for event, but about my first time in TSA. It was exciting, but a nervous feeling because it was something new. I wasn't used to this type of competition, so it was all a whole blank canvas for me. It was another thing that teamwork is really important for all of the events that aren't individual.
Now when I really think about it, how do you guys get the nerves not coming to you even when it comes to interviews? I've never done an interview before because either I don't make it that far to semifinals or that my event doesn't have an interview such as technology problem solving.
Well, with interviews, it's kind of a different story. It depends on the person. Me personally, I do get stressed, but I don't want to show it. It's so stressful waiting near the door and you know you're next. And then when you walk into the room, it's so nauseating at times, but the best tip to get through it all is to rehearse beforehand. You can't know what you're doing, but as long as you have a guide to what you need to do, you should be okay. It's not that you know everything for sure, but as long as you know which path you want to be on, then you should be perfectly okay. You got that?
Yeah, I'll definitely take that into my next interview. Hopefully I'll get this far next year.
Okay, I believe in you guys. We got this.
TSA together
right.
on 3.
Like,
1, 2.
Oh,
1, 2,
you guys,
3,
whoa, guys. Well, as a participant in TSA, of course, always doing an event that I want to, something that I'm actually interested in, because, I'm gonna sign up for fashion design if I don't know anything about fashion design. Passion and dedication make the entire experience more rewarding. Doing something for the sake of it won't get you far at all in TSA. If you really want to truly stand out, put in the effort and enjoy the process. Have fun with it. Go crazy.
Yeah, whether it's competing, presenting, or just kind of vibing at the conference, it's way better when you're really invested in what you're doing. TSA can be really stressful, and we all know. But if you really care about your event and you truly love what you're doing, I think that's a challenge worth challenging.
And hey, it's not just about winning, let's be real. Winning is nice, but it's also about learning, improving, and maybe even discovering something new about, yourself.
Exactly. And with everything we talked about today, you should have a better idea of what it takes to prepare for a TSA event and conference.
So let's leave the audience with this.
Do you think you have what it takes in TSA now? This has been
This is
Mixed
Bag
Bag
Podcast.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.